I've now recorded this video so many times. This is genuinely my fifth attempt at recording this video. Now, if you're an e-commerce brand doing less than 50K a month, this video is for you. Okay, I feel like I've said this so many fucking times now, but pre 50K a month, this is the exact structure and what you exactly have to do. And I'm going to try to keep this sub 5 minutes so you don't lose your fucking mind, because I know nobody can pay attention these days. Now, what you need to do if you have a one product store, this is exactly what you do. Pre 50K a month, you need to do your research. Oh, but I don't want to. I'm fucking lazy. It's difficult. Yeah, brother, I know it's difficult. It's hard. Making money is not going to be the easiest thing in the world. Getting to 50K a month is not going to be the best thing in the world. Okay, there's a little bit of growing pains here, especially if you're lazy. And look, if you don't want to do the research, don't do the research, but then don't expect to make the money. Now, pre 50K a month, you need to do your research. You need to figure out, based on the product that I'm selling, what is my ICP here. Now, usually I have a couple of ICPs and a couple different angles within that. For example, if we use coffee as the example, okay, people buy for energy digestion and flavor. Okay, now we've got flavored cigarettes, we've got flavored gum, we got all these kind of stuff based on coffee. There's coffee milk, there's so many things. Okay, people like the flavor, people also really like the energy, and people also really like the digestive health benefits. For example, you might find some hippie chick out in the forest who absolutely loves coffee because she eats 10 beans a day and it helps her go to the bathroom. Okay, everyone's buying things for completely different reasons. Stop looking at things through your lens, look at it through the lens of your customer and who's most likely to purchase from you. Now, if we're going to use the example of coffee, okay, this is exactly how you structure your coffee campaigns as a coffee farmer in order to get the best result. And this is what you need to do all the way up to 50K a month. You don't need any retargeting, you don't need anything like that. On Meta, all you need is purely top of funnel campaigns, but this is where you structure it a little bit differently. You do your research, you create your ads based around their angles, and then you post it in the account. So, coffee. You're selling a coffee product, you have digestion, you have energy, and you have flavor, okay? Make 20 ads for each one of these angles, okay? Makes the most sense. Now mixture that with fucking video content and make a mixture of that with AI and make a mixture of that with static graphic designed content. Okay, don't do the same type of content each time because people buy based on different formats of content. We can dive into offers at a later date and whether this is a good offer and when you've done all that. That's a completely different argument. Now, what you do is once you've created these assets, go into your Meta Ads account. What you want to do is you want to create 3 different campaigns for each different angle. So it's the one ICP based around, say, a female between 18 to 40 with the 3 different angles as the campaigns, okay? Label your ICPs. In each campaign, you've got a different one. So example, how I'd lay this out. You've got 3 campaigns in your Meta Ad account. One is digestion, one is energy, one is flavor, okay? Now we're in the campaigns of these. You've got one ad set, usually. Now, depending on how many assets you've created, this is where the nuance comes in, okay? What you do here is you want to have maximum of 5 to 10. And I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, which one is it, a 5 or is it 10? Just put in 5 into each one of these ad sets, okay? So for example, let's say you make 20 ads for digestion. In the campaign of digestion, you have 4 ad sets, okay? Very simply, top of funnel, broad, everything like that. Now, you want to try keep the statics with the statics, videos with the videos, AI with the AI. Very simply, okay? If you can't, it doesn't matter. It's not the worst thing in the world, does not matter crazy, nothing like that. Then you go through and structure your other campaigns. Now, I know what you're going to ask me, ABO, CBO. Keep this all ABO, okay? Now, let's say you have 5 ads per ad set within one of these campaigns, okay? Let's say you had 4 ad sets now because you had 20 ads. You want to have $50 per ad set, okay? Because you always want to allocate at least $10 per ad that's within the ad set. This will buy you the most data in the fastest amount of time, making sure that your flywheel continues to do really well. So you can also test one angle at a time. You don't think you have to test all 3 angles at once. I understand budget constraints, okay? That's completely fine. Now, let's say you usually acquire at a $25 CPA. It doesn't matter if you're structured like this with more ads and stuff like that, because let's say your average CPA is 25. As soon as an ad hits $27 CPA, cut it off. And you think, oh, but I'm still profitable here. Doesn't matter, okay? Let's say that you've got one ad that performs at a $12 CPA and one that performs at a $25 CPA. You should technically cut the one that's at a $25 CPA because it'll trickle down to the one that's acquiring at 50% less. Okay, it's all about keeping efficiency within the account. So that means being very harsh and strict on your kill limit. Say usually your average acquiring price is 25. Any ad above 25 or $26, you should look to cut from the account because the spend will then trickle down across the other ads. That is simply all you need to do to get to 50K a month, okay? Now, the most important part of this is making sure the flywheel is still fucking working. So flywheel is a circle, you buy data up the top here, goes back through, you learn from this point, inject new ads, okay? Buy data again, it tells you the answer. Buy data again, tells you the answer. Buy data again, it tells you the answer, okay? You want to make sure that you're actually learning from these things. Keep a sheet, have it. What was injected, on what date, what was the performance of it, what was the output of it, and did you reiterate that content? The biggest thing is reiterating your winning content, okay? You are purchasing things to look for an outcome. Now, if you're not learning from that outcome, you're just fucking throwing things at the wall. Now, you might be making money, but you're not making money in the capacity you could be making money, which this is an efficiency, this is a PvP game. You want to make sure that everything is very efficient that you're doing. So that kind of explains everything you need to do as an e-com owner pre 50K a month. Post 50K a month, things get a little bit more difficult, but we can make a completely different video about that. So hopefully that's helpful. Do your research and I will update you guys soon.